online TV. This is Clevenard TV, and here again is a brand new segment called Religious Freedom. And I'm your host, Jay Franklin. I'm also having here with me two wonderful guests. Goes by the name
Femi. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, you're welcome, sir. You're welcome, sir. And today we'll have a trending topic we want to talk about concerning this matter. It goes, how can religion affect the society today? So, Mr. Femi, I don't know, what's your insight about this?
Well, to start with, religion,
the
definition. Religion simply means our relationship to what we hold in high esteem. We have so many nowadays. I would say right from the existence of man, religion has been in place. So up till this modern day, we still have them springing up on a daily basis. So, but we have some of them that are majorly practiced. I will say Nigeria, for instance, we have Christianity, we have Islam, we have Buddhism, we have theism, and the rest of them. So, but to come down to what we majorly practice here in Nigeria, which is Christianity and Muslim, Islam, and I can also talk of the other, should I say the traditional ones too. To start with Christianity, how it has positively affected us as a nation, Nigeria here. When we practice religion the way it ought to be practiced, definitely we have a better society, and moral values will be held in high esteem. What I mean by moral values, growing up as a kid, there are things that naturally you get from your parent, that your parents will pass on to you behaviorally. There are things that you ought to do that goes in line with what the Bible says. We also have that in the Islam as well. So this helps us build our morals, growing up as a kid, as a child. Then going on to affect us, the society at large. When we have a nation or a society that practices religion the way it ought to be practiced, most of our leaders will think of the society first before they do things or before they make decisions. And choosing, it also helps us to choose leaders, right? If you go to the Bible days, when the children of Israelites, when they want to choose a leader, they will always go to God, asking God, how do we go about it? Then God will give them signs, give them things to do for them to choose. So if you practice religion well here in Nigeria, definitely we'll choose a good leader who will think of the society first before decisions are taken.
Thank you very much, sir. So, Mr. Ben, how about you? How has religion actually shaped our society today?
Thank you very much. The truth is, religion is a very powerful tool in Nigeria, basically, because it is where a lot of people, naturally, the family is like one of the bedrock of the society, and the family has, each family have a belief and a way of life. So religion is something that it kind of directs and chooses the way people think, the way they act, all of that. So religion has affected our society. Sure, it's a very powerful tool that has it has made a lot of people make stupid decisions, if you don't mind me saying, because of what they believe in. Alright? It is also a force of change. Because of religion has actually made people have a different perception about the way people are. Maybe like, okay, a Christian believes that, okay, I shouldn't do this, and they expect you not to do this. Okay, let's say don't steal. In the Bible, or also in the Quran, they are being taught, okay, there are things you shouldn't do. So that alone, they know that, okay, this is the right thing to do. I shouldn't do this, I should not break the law. That alone has made them know, okay, this is what I should do. So it has been able to either change the society through the people. And another thing is, some people use religion for their selfish reasons. It has made people, okay, come up, and because they know religion is a very, very, very powerful tool to change the people's mind, to give them a perception about a certain thing, either a problem or an issue. So people use it to their own selfish interests. What they do is they tell you, like some religion, they tell, oh, don't do this. If these people are not amongst you, stay away from them. But which is wrong. You're supposed to live as one. Religion should basically preach peace. So I feel like the religion in Nigeria can be used for a very good thing. It's just that some people these days just use it for their own selfish interest.
Okay. There is something else that comes to mind.
Okay.
Conflicts of religion, because it is something that has actually not just our nation, Nigeria, now looking at the world at large. We've been having this issue of conflicts of religion. We talked about beliefs, we talked about moral, and all of that. Now, all of this in place has been causing certain conflicts between religions, most especially the Christian and the Islamic religion and all of that. So I don't know, how do they get to be in a balance, like be in this thing, and how do they tend to cope this conflict? Because I know, obviously, we've been having Muslims killing Christians based on their beliefs, and Christians even recently retaliating and all of that based on their beliefs and all of that. So is there a way that can be coped?
Yes, the truth is that they should go back to the root of their religion, because trust me, every religion preaches peace.
Okay.
I'm sure in the Quran, I'm not a Muslim, but I'm sure in the Quran do not preach violence.
Okay.
We all know that. It's just, it was a perception of Usman Dafodio, who came into Nigeria and brought in a new ideology that says if you're not a Muslim, you should either you force them to be. If you know the history of Usman Dafodio and how he tried to take over, take over Sokoto and all that, he did it in a violent way. So some people feel like, oh, that's the way it should be. But basically, Muslim preaches peace. From what I've been able to gather, from few research I've been able to make, also I think they should all go back to their roots. The truth is there. And the Christians also know that, okay, peace is something that will all make us live together. So that's what my take is they should just go back to their roots.
Okay, how about you, Mr. Femi?
Well, like you said, going back to the roots, yes, I also told that line, because even the so-called traditional beliefs as well, they also preach peace. But because of our selfish interests, people use them to do other things. So I will also advise that we'll go back to the roots, and I will cite an instance in the Bible where a woman committed an adultery, and people were trying to stone her, and she ran and maybe got to where Jesus was, and Jesus told them to stop, that if one of you had not done any of this or even greater, that the person should be the first to cast the first stone, which means we all have our differences, so we should be able to live with our differences. So going back to our roots, the Bible says, what you have others do to you, do to them. Or what you will not want others to do to you, don't do to them. So in living in peace, we should imbibe the doctrine or what the Bible says about a particular topic. In the era of Moses, there are laws that govern them then, while in the era of Jesus, which is the era of grace, there are also laws which supersede the law that governs them in the era of Moses.
Looking at the economy now, practically one of the factors basically causing conflicts now is the economy. the economy, the government. But first, we'll just talk about the economy at first, because you see, let's just give a scenario now. Let's say in an organization whereby the owner of the place is a Muslim and all of that, and he has Muslims too underneath him, then maybe 1 or 2 Christians and all of that. But just because the way situations are and all of that, and based on the perspective of his religion, he would want to favor his Islamic people and all of that. So I don't know, is there a way religion can play in and make all of them see themselves as one? Mr. Ben?
Yes. And that's what I'm saying. I said the previous time, like, yes, religion can make everybody. It's just, what are you learning? It's very important. Who is your teacher? What are they teaching you? So basically, that's the most important thing. And you, as a person, you know what is right and you know what is wrong. You know that, okay, you want to employ anybody, it should be based on merit.
Yeah.
And if you do that, it causes some sort of conflict. The truth is that even the people that you feel like are your people, they might not even be as qualified or even as good as how to do the job exactly. So, well, the truth is that, what are you learning? As a person, personally, I would, if I have a place of my own, I would not want to do because of you're a Christian or you're a Muslim. It should be based on how good are you or how qualified are you. And again, what is the religion? Who is teaching you? What are you learning?
Okay.
So a lot of people, maybe they hear something, but maybe, I don't know how they go about it. So that alone affects. And if a lot of people see that you are putting in religion to a business as the economy, it brings some sort of segregation that makes others look at you in a certain type of way.
Yeah.
But we're glad that now that a lot of people they are educated and they know that, oh, this is not something that should be looked into. Well, even look at Clevenard online TV. Now there are different people here. Yeah, it's not based on, oh, you're Christian or you're Muslim. So you understand. As long as you are qualified, and that's the way to preach peace and unity.
Yeah.
Basically.
All right. Thank you very much, Mr. Femi. Looking at politics today and religion, we said religion has actually played its part in politics. But you find out these days that, thank God for the election coming up now, religion is already becoming a factor in it, a serious factor in it. And people now, just like what the political leaders are doing now, you see, just like the ones we are having now, or currently, our president himself is a Muslim, then the vice president is a Christian and all of that. Now, he's trying to get run for election next year and all of that. Now, he wants, based on the crisis and everything and the economy, the immigration has been going on and all of that, he sees it as, okay, to the eyes of Nigerians, he has failed and all of that, but he still wants to run for election now. He's taking up the vice president to be the point of focus that Christians would obviously see, and okay, because of this man, and all of that, but not knowing that, like, some question at the back of their mind, oh, this man is a Muslim, like, he's still a Muslim, if you actually vote for him, he's still coming in and all of that. So I don't know, is there a way, all of this could be, like, treated, not just looking at religion now, not just looking at, okay, because this man is a Muslim, or because of what he is doing, or because they tend to put what he does based on his religion. I don't know if you get it. They tend to put what he does based on his religion. Is there a way we could change all of the minds of people's perspective towards looking at religion in politics?
Well, religion in politics, there is no way you can actually separate them because they go hand in hand. If you look at the Bible, I will always make reference to the Bible. When a thing is about to happen, definitely there will be a prophet that will foresee, that will prophesy concerning that particular thing, a person, or whatever situation that may want to arise there. So, in this our own era, looking at the election coming forward very soon, I would suggest, I won't say suggest that, because I would say the politicians, they have bought over the religious leaders. So most of them, they no longer say the truth because they have been cornered. So, and once you have eaten out of the cookie jar, definitely you also want to do as they do, or act the way they want you to act. So, but if a religious leader can, I won't say abstain totally, but be like a role model, a tool that the politicians will see and want to do things right. Because since our independence, we've had leaders, both Muslim, Christian. We've had them, their numbers, and there's nothing stopping us having a Christian ticket, the vice and the president. There's nothing stopping us having a Muslim ticket,
as long as they are qualified.
As long as they are qualified. So I will see religion to be used as a tool to foster unity, not you are from Sokoto, or you are from Lagos, or you are practicing one religion, you are practicing the other religion. So definitely, if our religious leaders, if they can put their house in order, yes, they are not meant to meddle in the affairs of the politicians. Because once you enter into that office, definitely you behave like that in the Nigerian context. Because if you go abroad, things are done normally, even where they don't preach God. The system is in place. All you need to do is to be qualified, and you are in the office. So if in our own setting here, if things are done right, religion should be a tool to promote unity among the political parties, among the leaders themselves. So that's my take on that.
Thank you very much. And you've all heard what they're saying, and there's still more to come on this. We'll be going for a short break, and when we'll get back, we're still on how religion can affect the society. Alright, welcome back to the segment Religious Freedom. I'm still your host, Jay Franklin, and I still have here with me Mr. Femi and Mr. Ben. And we're still talking on how religion can affect this society. Now, there is something else I want to throw to them: religion and tribalism. Religion and tribalism. Even in those religions, even in the Islamic religion, you still have tribalism going. In the Christian religion, you still have tribalism going. So, is there a way all of that can be avoided within the religions themselves? Mr. Femi.
Well, it is very possible, and it is very possible. Getting a job, for instance, either as a Muslim or as a Christian or traditional worshipper, whichever you practice, should not be, tribalism should not be a yardstick for you getting that thing. No matter what you are getting. I just cited a job as an example. So whatever you are getting, be you a Yoruba man, an Hausa man, an Igbo man. Okay, let me say for instance, the issue of NYSC, when it came up, you see a Yoruba person posted to maybe Kaduna. From there, he or she can learn the language, the culture, even their religion, if he wants to. You see some, they'll come back from their youth service, they are either converted, either maybe as a result of the spouse they met. Then you get, if we all live in one, as one, so I believe both religion and tribalism, they go hand in hand. So it should be a tool to foster unity amongst ourselves. As a nation, as an organization, it shouldn't be a tool to divide us. So if we do things right, I think tribal sentiment should not come in when critical decisions for that matter, are taken. So those things should not come in place. So, and nowadays, I think it's one of the tools that some of the leaders who are there for their selfish interests use as a dividing tool amongst us. But if those leaders are there at that position, if they are elected there to serve people and not themselves, they will not use this as a tool to divide us, rather to foster unity amongst ourselves.
That's very, very true.
Mr. Ben, so what's your own little take on that?
Well, basically, yes, you said it, they go hand in hand, they go together at some point. But my take is, or my feeling about this is, it shouldn't be, like he said, it shouldn't be like a tool or a factor that should divide us. It should be something. The truth is that religion is supposed to be something that should unite us. So whoever or whatever is the reason why we are not united as much as we are, because trust me, Nigeria is a really religious country. We take our religion seriously. So at the same time, what are we learning? Like me, I know that I'm not supposed to do a certain type of thing, alright, that would affect my fellow brother. I'm supposed to love my brother as myself. But sure, you understand. So that I don't understand why sometimes he said NYSC, which is a very, very good factor. That's a good avenue to unite us as a nation. It's a very good one. But at the same time, you still see people redeploying, saying no, I don't want to stay there. People, but it is a very good thing. If there are other ways by which the country can be united, bringing the people from different parts of the country to the other side, they know the culture, know how these people, know their way of life. I think that would be better, not segregating us from each other and try to divide us, but unite us.
Okay. Thank you very much. You heard it all, viewers. Religion should be a tool that brings about peace and unity in our nation. It should not be a tool to divide our nation, be it economically, politically, and every other leads you could think of. So we've talked about this today. I hope you all there gained a thing or two from what has just been sent from our guests and questions that have been thrown. You've learned something. For those of you who must be watching this now, this is Clevenard TV, and this is a special program we're having, and we'll keep having the next time we meet again. It's Religious Freedom. I'm your host for today, Jesse Franklin. Till when next we meet, God bless you.